Well, a milestone celebration with a mission. The Charmettes Incorporated marks 75 years while supporting cancer research. And National President Cecily Robinson Duffy is joining us here to tell us a little bit more about the Charmettes. First of all, welcome to the show.
Thank you so much. It's great to be here.
Well, welcome to Jacksonville. You're no stranger to Florida. You're coming all the way from Miami. Tell me how it has been being here in downtown Jacksonville so far.
It's been excellent. We were founded in Riviera Beach, Florida in 1951, and we thought it would be appropriate to bring our 75th anniversary national convention back to Florida. So we're here with the palm trees and the afternoon showers and all of the things which make Florida great.
Now, walk us through what the Charmettes are, because this is something quite special. Since 1951, you all have been incorporated. This is important for a lot of people to know out there.
Yes, we are a women's organization founded again in Florida in the South in the 50s. Basically for friendship and entertainment when we didn't have open access to a lot of other spaces. However, in 1981, we adopted a national thrust, which is cancer research. And since then, we have raised more than $1.1 million for cancer research at the Howard University Cancer Center.
Wow. How important is it for you all to make sure you take advantage of this opportunity? Because since 1951, that's a lot of women who have joined this program, and it's not just women, it's children. You have the Charmies and the Charmers too as well, to collaborate when it comes to something like cancer.
Yes, absolutely. We realize that, of course, cancer affects every family at some time, unfortunately. And so our husbands or significant others also help us with fundraising efforts. And then we're training up the children. Our Charmies are here participating in Camp Charm. They're having a great time. They went to the zoo yesterday and had a phenomenal experience. But we want to raise awareness, and then we also want to bring the opportunity for treatment and the opportunity for early screening for people.
Now, what's happening here in Jacksonville? Because you're over at the Ritz, is that right? Or
So we spent last evening at the Ritz. We had a wonderful time looking at the history here in Florida, and particularly to this area. But we started off our convention on Wednesday with community service, which was what we're all about. We were at the Cancer Survivors Park, where we met with the Pink Ribbon Blue Skies Foundation to present them with more than $2,000 of gift cards, which our members brought from all over the United States to support families who are going through cancer treatment.
Yeah. Well, speaking of this cancer treatment, someone in your program or in the this program event too as well has went through cancer, and this is why it's so important to you all.
Yes, our first national president, Eunice W. Thompson, was affected by cancer and ultimately passed away. And as a result, the founders and the early members decided that they wanted to be more about a cause than just having friendship and parties and things of that nature. And so it was at that time that they decided to partner with Howard University's Cancer Center, which at that time was very new, and to support them with annual giving towards research.
Now, of course, it's always the question, how do we join? How do we become a Charmette or a Charmee or a Charmer? Where does this start?
So our invitation is by our membership is by invitation. So you want to come to some of our events, meet some of the ladies, and make relationships so that you can be invited to participate. But everyone can give. Yeah. Everyone can support. We have, of course, a website, and people can just go there and make donations. We want to eradicate cancer during our lifetime.
Yeah, I have to thank Miss Monica Oliver for introducing me to the Charmettes, because it was something special and close to her heart. And she said that this is definitely the news that you want to get out there. We talk about a lot of things on the news, but this is important. So thank you so much for joining us here today on Good Morning Jacksonville. And I feel like I'm going to see you again. I feel.
I'm sure we are. I'm sure we are. Thank you so much for having us. And we look forward to continuing to paint Jacksonville red and white.
Yeah. And there are Charmettes here in Duval County,
correct? There is an excellent chapter here in Duval County, and they're doing amazing things.
Yeah, perfect. Thank you so much for joining us here. All right, we'll see you guys after the break. Of course, all of this will be posted on firstcoastnews.com.